Welcome back to the Ultimate Trader Workshop. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a stock that hit the news a couple of weeks ago because one of its products was attributed to being one of the leading causes of autism. So this company is KVUE or Kenvue, and it is a spin-off of Johnson & Johnson. Okay, two very powerful companies. A lot of products that come up out of both of these companies, Johnson & Johnson and Kenvue. Even before the news and fundamentals, KVUE had already started basically a lot of distribution or selling going back as far as May. So what happened with the news, that wasn't anything new. It just seems new to the retail trader once that type of information like really becomes public, or you start seeing it visibly in news channels. So the major part of the selling, not the major part, but it really picked up the final part of the distribution that had already started picking up a little bit of steam in the second half of September. And that's this little final little drop you see here. While people thought that you would have been able to short this and make a whole bunch of money off of it, no, that wasn't going to be the case because the price was already low when that started. You know, $19 down to, basically what, $15.50? Yeah, so not too bad, but not as dramatic as people thought. In true Harmonic Trading Club fashion, we're going to show how this drop or fall or distribution might actually be over because now an advanced pattern has presented itself and filled. That's going to be the advanced crab pattern. So this will give us a chance to review that, the advanced crab pattern. And if you want more about it in detail, we do have a crab on the advanced crab pattern in the Harmonic Trading Academy playlist. So me just being able to look inside the market right there, just having a trained enough reticular to say, hey man, that looks like with that low hanging leg right there, that looks like that might be a pattern. Which one? So we start measuring. So we come down here. This starts the impulse, okay? The X to A move up here, okay? I'm using Fibonacci, of course. So X to A, that's the impulse leg. And then here's the B leg, okay? So XA, the B leg comes down and just wicks and touches the 618, which is fine. You don't want this price action to come down past 786 because that would kind of blow it up and kind of send, not blow it up, but it would send you into butterfly, which would have been fine as well. So you got an opportunity for crab and butterfly here. We'll go with crab. Both very similar. Okay. This point up here would be the C leg. Okay. X, A, B, and then C. C leg is usually valid as long as there's at least a 38% retracement or reaching the 382. We know that that's good. We know that that's about 50% of the way back up. So we'll put him on here. Okay, so there's our 50% retracement, just as I thought, right on the money. The D leg completion. Okay, so that part is a little bit tricky for some people because they're not used to using the Fibonacci extension to draw extensions going the opposite direction. That's called the Fibonacci inversion. It does use the extension tool though. So grabbing the Fibonacci extension and starting from the swing high, okay, or A to X. So it's an inversion from A to X. And it's the 127 inversion from A to X. If you notice, price comes down, hits the 127. The pattern is essentially filled and ready to go at that point. Then you would start bringing on the other parts of your combined technical score to see if it makes sense. I want to put the body on first, and then we'll talk about the CTS score. We'll talk about other indicators that say, yeah, you know what, this might just be time to go. So I'm putting his body on right now, and you see he starts off looking kind of like back garly-ish, but the requirement is that the D leg must complete beyond X. Okay, so you see that. So this one was kind of perfect, pretty good crab pattern. Okay, maybe I'll give them some color just to make them look a little bit better for you guys. So that's our crab pattern, beautiful filled. Onto the combined technical score. So I'm going to start by looking at the RSI. Question number one, is he oversold? The answer is yes. Okay, so you want oversold, meaning beyond 20. Okay, oversold. Question number two is there bullish divergence? When looking at the chart, starting with the chart here, and you see D, and then you see this point here, right, which shows to be going down. So this will give us a chance to really show you what divergence looks like. Divergence, I mean opposite. So chart printing low, okay? RSI from that point here, from that same point, RSI says up, okay? So that also gave us a chance to show you down on the chart, up on RSI, bullish divergence. So you would probably give yourself maybe 2 points for the oversold, okay? 2 points for the divergence. You're at a CTS or combined technical score of 4. 3 points for the pattern, so you're at 7. And then you could continue to build and say, I would go right into, do I have a 3-bar reversal? And I would give myself 3 for the 3-bar reversal, taking that CTS score 7 to a 10. And what that is would be this engulfing candle here, followed by this doji candle number 2. It's not the best, but it's kind of. You do have upper and lower shadow and a body. I just wish we had a small body and a little more on the shadow action. And then trigger and entry, of course, 3-bar reversal. Okay, trigger and entry, of course. Now we're on a weekly chart. The trigger bar would need to close beyond the doji to solidify it, okay? And at that point, you'd have a score of CTS 10, a 10 score. It's scoring pretty high for the bullish opportunity. We could go further. We could go out to the month and see what it looks like. We could go, that's higher time frame confirmation. We could go to the day and see what happens on the day and start continuing to build on that CTS score 10. See if you can get 12, 14, CTS score 15. 10 is pretty high, especially because I gave the pattern 3 points. It's a strong pattern. And then I gave it another 3 points for the 3-bar reversal. The divergence on RSI, the divergence and RSI both help to add to the cause or the thought. In terms of risk versus reward, if we were to, if a trader or investor was going to take advantage of this, it would be a Fibonacci retracement of the entire move A to D. And what that would look like, basically targeting the 618 retracement of A to D. Okay. And let me bring on 618. Boom. Get rid of 50. Okay, bow. So this is what the risk versus reward profile would look like. I'll grab the long short tool, but the problem is we don't know where Kenvue is going to close. Today, being Friday, is the last day of the week. So it looks like, let me just do this first, okay? Looks like it is going to close above the previous week to complete the 3-bar reversal. So let's say that that was true. And it did, let's say our entry for Monday would be right here. At 1661, and then basically the target up to the 618 would be 2151, and then stops right up under the low doji. Okay, the risk versus reward on that is 3.26, so way better than a 2-to-1, better than a 3-to-1. In terms of risk versus reward, it doesn't really get too much better than that. You just have to stay put. You've done all the work, and if this works, boom, you get a payout. If KVUE drops below 1545, okay, you take the loss, you walk away, and you're good. So should have asked that you guys hit the like button before I even started recording, but could you please hit the like button? We are on our run. We are getting very close to 500 subs, even though we should have 5 million subs, because who's going to come out here and do something like this for you? Let's be honest. Anyway, so now you got another look at the advanced crab pattern. We do have it in the Harmonic Trading Academy playlist, as well as everything else that we talked about. There is a CTS class in there as well for combined technical score, on how to look at different indicators and give them up and score them each and add them up. And that's going to help you filter out the bad trades so that you only take the best of the best. CTS is a very powerful class. So head on over to the Harmonic Trading Academy playlist if you want to know more about all these different concepts and techniques. Okay, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, hit the bell icon so you be notified when amazing videos like this come out. And I think that's all we have on this one. So you guys be good. Take care of yourself in the market, and we will see you on the next video.